Namaste children. Are you fine and celebrated your Onam with your family? Have you got the timetable for exam? Are you started your revision? I think all of you got the portions for the exam. From economics lesson 1 and 3. Study well. Okay. Today we are going to take a new lesson. Chapter 2. Sectors of the economy. We already started this lesson, isn't it? Anyway, we can again start the lesson from the beginning itself. The main objective of the lesson is about to know the division of economy on the basis of different sectors or activities. Then what are the activities in an economy? There are mainly two activities, economic and non-economic activities. Economic means which earn income or add the value of national income. Then non-economic activities means it is not for earning income but the production or activity for our consumption. These we already learned in class 9 also. These all activities are divided into three sectors, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. What are the three sectors? Primary, secondary and tertiary. If any activity of the economy will come either primary, secondary or tertiary sector. You can verify this through asking your parents in which activity or occupation they engaged. You can categorize that occupation comes in which sector. Okay. Primary sector means agricultural sector, that is directly related to the nature. These sectors produces natural goods. These sectors also known as agriculture and related sector because the activities like farming, fishing, mining, animal husbandry, poultry farming, etc. all comes under this sector. Understand about the primary sector? That is directly related to the nature. Then next one is secondary sector. It is also known as industrial or manufacturing sector. In this sector, natural goods are converted into another form or increasing the value of goods through industries. That is coming under secondary sector, industrial or manufacturing sector. We can say through example. Cotton is used to make clothes. Production of cotton is a primary sector, whereas textile industry, that is making clothes, coming under secondary sector. Then third category is tertiary sector. It is also called as service sector. This sector is providing services. This sector is not producing any goods but providing only services. That is why this sector is known as service sector or tertiary sector. Example we can say transportation, communication, banking, etc. This is the difference of this sector from other two sectors, that is other two sectors producing some goods, whereas tertiary sector is not producing any goods. They are providing services only. Another important factor of this sector is that service sector also includes some essential services that may not directly help in the production of goods. For example, we require teachers, doctors, lawyers, cobblers, washermen, etc. These groups of people also in the service sector. Understood? Another important factor is that all these sectors are interconnected or interdependent. These all three sectors are interconnected or interdependent. It can be shown through an example. Farmer produces wheat. That wheat is carried from farm to factory or mills to make flour by using transportation. So, in this activity, all three sectors are interconnected. These type of examples can be seen in our text. Do the activity of page number 21. In the next class, we can discuss about the comparison of the production from three sectors and which sector is the major or important sector for production and providing employment in the economy. I think you got the idea about this area. Read the text well. For this exam, this lesson is not included. Lesson 1 and 3 is for our exam. You have to do the revision of lesson 1 and 3 before our revision class. I will ask questions on that class. See you in the next class. Thank you.